Thank you very much. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth have many problems with their marriage that it went to the extent of Lady Macbeth going to rehab for her depression. Is Lady Macbeth the cause of the problem, or is it Macbeth's lack of compromise that is stirring up this war? Here's a short clip that Macbeth sent to us when he wanted to find a resolution to these problems.
Ever since I exposed the witch's prophecy to my wife, she began causing many problems.
You don't have to kill Duncan. Don't you want to be king? Kill him!
I don't know.
What don't you know?
Kill him.
My wife has been making our marriage harder to support. Lady Macbeth has surprisingly been more aggressive toward the relationship. She is controlling. I have no right of my own. I have no say in any matter. Later on, I decided to not tell her about my plans and
What
to
do you
treat
think
her.
you're doing?
Here's that your marriage has problems.
Yes.
You think Lady Mac is very controlling of you?
Yeah. Yes. She doesn't let me think on my own.
And you think that the correct way to solve this is to do it back?
Well, I guess so.
Do you think this is right?
Is there any other way to correct this problem?
There is. You should use compromise. You should really try it for some time.
Yeah, but she insulted my manliness.
Is your pride worth the failure of this marriage? You came here to save your marriage.
Yes, but the problem is her, not me.
Really? You think that? Blaming the problem on someone else isn't going to solve it.
But no, I don't cause the problem at all. She's the one who disagrees all the time. She always insults me. How could I have the problems?
If you were to look at yourself right now, you would see how aggressive you're being. You should calm down and take in the problem.
I don't know why I came here at all if you're just gonna demean me. You're supposed to be helping me, jerk.
I am helping you. The problem is that you think she is the problem with your marriage. But in reality, you both are the problem. She tends to try to agree with you, but you always neglect her.
Why do you think I neglect her?
Because I spoke with her beforehand and she told me her point of view.
What? How did this happen?
Calm down. No need to yell. Anyways, I didn't need to talk to your wife to see that. You're the type of man who either ignores your problems or you deal with them in a very forceful way.
When have I ever been this way?
When you first heard of the prophecy, you didn't want anything to do with it. You just wanted to sit around and wait to see what happens. Yet, when you did decide to follow along, you went too far and killed quite a few people. Do you realize what you've done?
I only killed Duncan because my wife forced me to.
And what about Bankroll and Macduff's family? You didn't even tell your wife about them, so she obviously didn't convince you.
No, she started all of these. No, she told me, that's what she told me to do, and I did it.
But you could have stopped at any time, and I know that you know that too. I need you to realize that it's not your wife's fault. She told you to kill Duncan because she wanted you to be king, and she cares for you.
Do you really expect me to believe that? She only wanted me to be king so she could be queen.
She still wanted you to be with her though.
Yeah, I've never seen care or support from her. When I saw Banquo's ghost, she looked at me like I was crazy. She didn't even help me.
How can you know that she does or doesn't want to support you if you never spend time with her? You never talk to her, never ask her anything. No wonder why you think that she doesn't care. But the thing is that you don't care. You need to stop blaming her. Isn't this the second time I told you this? If you have nothing to say, maybe your wife does.
What?
I have your wife on webcam. I told you I talked to her before the show, and she's ready to talk to you right now.
But I don't want to talk to her. She's just so... I don't know. I really don't want to right now.
Well, it's not your choice. I'm forcing you to take responsibility for this conflict. Here she is now.
Hello, Dr. Phil.
Hello, Lady Macbeth. Do you know why you're here?
I'm here to talk about my problems with Macbeth.
That's right. And what's your problem with Macbeth?
He always ignores me, and he never lets me talk to him.
Sound familiar? Why do you think he ignores you?
I think he feels that I always take control of the situation. But it takes someone strong to lead the situation.
Do you think you take too much control at times?
No, not at all. I always make sure he's part of my plans.
Do you feel like you disregard his opinion?
No, I always consider his point of view. Always.
When you schemed to kill Duncan, do you remember what Macbeth told you at the beginning?
I don't remember much, but I'm sure he agreed. He didn't really tell me much anyway.
Do you really remember only that much?
Yeah.
Look, I'll let Macbeth tell you himself what he thought.
When we first actually discussed killing him, I told you that I decided not to kill him. I was firm in my decision, but you managed to convince me.
How did I convince you?
You told me to man up to my decisions and that I was being weak.
Guess I was right.
What did you mean?
You decided to run to a doctor for help.
You know that we need his help to sort out our problems.
If you start to man up and make decisions, talk to me, I think we'll be perfect. Already perfect.
That's what we're doing right now, isn't it? Because I brought us here. Why do you care so much about me anyway?
Look, all our past scheming, it left with the guilty conscience. The effects of my guilt is worse and worse than you will think, okay? I sleepwalk, and when I don't sleepwalk, I murder our past crimes in sleep. All of this has really made me stressed out.
Is that why you try to kill yourself?
Yes.
All because you wanted to talk to me?
Yes.
Do you even miss me?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
Well, it seems like we've wrapped up things here, and it's very nice to see this couple resolve their problems. Next, Romeo and Juliet discuss their family problems.